What's up, YouTube community? How's it going, my people? What's up? What's up? What's up? You guys remember that song back in the day? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So, in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about. Sorry, I got on this old shirt, this old ratty shirt. Court me or lose me. I made these shirts like, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. And I just decided to wear this thing today. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea, but hey, I like it. Court me or lose me. I think it's kind of a cool, catchy little slogan. But um, in today's video, I want to talk to you about why I believe that the soulmate deal is a myth. There is no soulmate. Before I get into that, I want to thank all you guys for joining the membership program. For the people who joined my harvest, remember, reach out to me on my website or reach out to me on my email address and get your schedule booked. Most of you guys have. Yesterday, you guys all emailed me about getting your session in. Okay, so that's great. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, this membership program is if you go through my YouTube channel, you get about 60 to 70% off of a one-on-one coaching session, which is I think is a really good deal. But for the other people that just want to help me out, want to donate, want to support the channel, we have $2 memberships for you guys too, and I appreciate that so very much. Why I feel the soulmate deal is it's a myth. All right. If you're thinking about having a soulmate, that puts you in a scarcity mindset. That means that there's only one person out there for you out of your whole lifespan. If we're lucky to live to we're 80 and we're 90, there's just one person that we'll ever meet that will be our soulmate. And that's just false. It really is. Think about all the people that you've dated. Think about all the people that you've had come after you over the course of your life. I don't know how old you are. If you're older, then middle school, high school, elementary school, you had one best friend. All right. You had one best friend that you felt like, oh man, I can't ever see myself not hanging out with this person or not being around this person. And then once you leave elementary school, you go to middle school, and that person may go off to go to another school. You may never talk to again. Thank God for Facebook, because Facebook has really linked us all together in a way that wouldn't have been possible before. But that whole myth about I'll never find anybody else, I'll never have another person to love me the way that this person loved me, it's just false, because there's 8 billion, almost 8 billion. I don't know. COVID has really messed up the numbers, but when I did the studies last, it was 7.8, 7.9 billion people in this world. And the fact that you feel like there's just one person, it concerns me, because you're setting yourself up for depression. Whenever you meet somebody and you have a really good connection with and a really good bond, you're going to start to feel like you lost that one love of your life when that person decides to exit stage right. Because, like, I believe it was Shakespeare, or you guys can comment below who this was that said life is all a play and we're all just actors. So once that person leave your set, leave your screenplay that we call life, that we call this 3D world of reality, the conscious world, once they start to leave that, decide to leave your reality, we feel like all is lost. And it's just not true. You may not be able to see it while you're where you're going through things, while you're grieving and you're still very well activated and you're trying to do whatever you can to get that person back. You're not seeing to the left or the right. You can have so many people come up to you or come into your life that would be a much better fit for you. And you may admit it, but it's something about that one person, because you feel like that person is your soulmate. You won't ever find another person. If you're coming in, say what's up, thumbs up, like and love the feed. I thought this would be like a little bit of a nostalgia here, because I want to say it was last year, 2 years ago, I made this shirt. All right, court me or lose me. And I thought it was a really good idea. They didn't really take off. That's fine. Um, Honestly, running a merchandising company is a really laboring task, but I think it's a cool little And that's just it. Like this, even this alone, all right? If I felt like this was the only t-shirt I would ever make, if I felt like, because I have so, you go in my closet, I have so many different t-shirts from a bunch of different events that I went to, different flag football teams that I played for, um, couple volleyball teams that I played for too. If I go in my closet and I hold a shirt that meant something to me in that time, I'd be depressed because I'm not in that same shape. I'm not in that same mental state that I was when I was really feeling that shirt, or when I was really feeling the connection that I had to what that shirt represented. You know, that shirt represented a team and the unity. But once you're able to let things go and realize that not everything lasts forever, and there is no one football team, and there is no one fundraiser that's going to be the best fundraiser of all time, then you're able to just embrace what this present moment really is. It's just a snapshot in time. So when you think that you had such a good bond with that person and they decide to, I don't feel the same way about you, um, like I said before, it just puts you in a state of depression and remorsefulness, resentment, all of those things. And it's just not true. Those are limiting beliefs that you're telling yourself. Because if you tricked your mind and said, hey, guess what? We'll find another person. This is why some people that are, players, they have a hard time settling down. They're too much in the abundance set. They don't mindset. They don't want to settle down because they realize there's too many people out there to just settle for this one person. But when a person says, hey, that's my soulmate, sure, they may be thinking like that may have been my soulmate, but I got to make sure that this person was my soulmate, because there's 7.89999 other people out there that I feel like would be a much better fit for me in my life, which could be true and not true. Love your shirt. Thanks, Aylin. What's in the mug, Coach? A friend of coffee. It's not really good coffee either, if I'm lying, if I'm telling the truth. That's funny because I know people, when Zoom first started and they started doing these Zoom conferences, people were drinking a lot on Zoom calls and pretending like it was a coffee. So, good question. You called me out there, Glenn. A friend of mine married a schoolgirl crush 32 years later. Wow, that's rare. That really doesn't happen anymore. Really don't happen anymore. Come on and give us this good knowledge, Coach. What's up, Bernard? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Yeah, if you guys are in here, Bernard Damon Holcomb, he has a YouTube channel. We just did a podcast together maybe like 2 weeks ago. Not even 2 weeks ago. It was a good podcast. It was fun. We had a lot of fun joking around, chopping it up. It was a blast. Go check out his YouTube channel. I love the idea that one soulmate. Yeah, it's a great idea, but the minute that somebody, because we grow so much over the course of our life, we're all on our own journeys, and at some point, you may get tired of going down the path that you're going. If you're hiking through the woods, sometimes I like to go off and be like, oh, look at this little side path. I wonder what's over here. It's a bunch of weird stuff over here. I'm going. It's just your journey is your journey, and if the idea of thinking that there's only one person for you ever, and I'm 38, if I would have thought that one person was for me, I would have given up on people in middle school. All right. If I would have given up in middle school, I wouldn't be here today. If I didn't go through and learn and get my heart broken over and over and over again, and this is why I put these videos out here. I've gotten my heart broken enough and done enough breaking myself to know where the middle ground is and how to see reality for what it is, because that's all it really is we buy into this fantasy, these screenplays that Hollywood put on, and it's just not true. It doesn't work that way. But I'm being honest, really good. It's just funny because just this morning, a really big influencer, I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he need like copyright and all that jazz, anything signed by somebody. It's John Hancock. He just put today, do you think it's healthy for a woman to be more a man to be more into a woman than a woman is into a man? And I said, no, it's not. And his very next story on his page said, um, for people who said yes, they feel that the man should want the woman more. You're in for a rude awakening because that's not true. I'm like, exactly. He actually responded to my message too. After I was like, I only messaged him exactly. That's not how it goes. It should be the woman should want the man a little bit more because that's just the way nature is. I can't explain it. I can't explain biology. If it goes the other way around, if the woman wants the man more than the man wants the woman, she's going to continuously chase after him. But the minute that the man starts to chase after the woman, she's going to get repulsed and she's going to feel like, ugh, this doesn't feel masculine. This doesn't feel like the way nature intended it to be, and it's not. So take that for what it will, what it's worth. But I'm gonna wrap it up with this. Um, Soulmates don't exist. You may meet a bunch of different people who you're really into and you have a lot in common with, but when it comes to just one person, it's a fallacy. And then the quicker you can realize that it is fallacy and that what people have been feeding you and what you think to be true, because it just doesn't happen like it used to happen anymore. Back in the day when it was 50s, 60s, 70s, when they would have these large families and the mom would stay with the husband for like ever and they'll go to the grave together. Usually the man end up dying before the woman does. They end up going to the grave and the woman end up, a widow and never remarry remarry anybody. It doesn't happen that way anymore because Hollywood. The instant that the man starts to feel the woman's backing away from him or the wife is losing interest, he starts doing more and chasing after her more. And she ends up, going to somebody that's more masculine, more dominant. So there it is. If you want to sign up for my membership, it's in my bio down below. Down in the description should be, if you want to donate, you can do that down there also. And for the people who are in my Harvest membership group, don't forget, you can add me on the on Facebook page. If you go to the membership option, you should see where you can add yourself to the private Facebook chat and we can talk there. But love you guys. Namaste. Have a good rest of your week. Actually, no, I'll see you tomorrow.